Hello and welcome back. This is Dr. Edward Padama, and today we are going to discuss another feature of the Arellano University Learning Management System, and this is the creation of a multiple choice type of exam. So during our previous video, we discussed the creation of an essay type of exam. So I hope you were able to watch that because half of that would be used in our video, and we are going to fast track and move in the encoding of the actual questions for the multiple choice. So I'm going to expound on that later. So please, before we start, help this channel by clicking the subscribe button and click the notification bell to alert you when a new video is uploaded. So let's start. First, I'll switch to my screen, and then we are going directly to our LMS, or the Learning Management System of Arellano University. So I am going to put my quiz, multiple choice quiz, under the prelim term. So I have the following activities. So again, reminder, make sure that the editing button is turned on, and you will know that when you see this add activity icon or the plus icon. So we're going to add an activity, which is a quiz, and then click the quiz icon, and then let's name this multiple choice. Okay, and then descriptions would include the instruction for your exam. And then this is what I was saying earlier, that the first part would be the setting of your exam. So I am not going to go through this anymore. This includes the type of grade, the time that you require for them to finish the exam, the layout per page, how many questions would you like per page, or do you like all of the questions in one page? So if you are not familiar with that, you can check out the first video, which is creating a quiz using the AU-LMS. Okay, so if we are already done with these settings, you just click save and return to the course. Okay, so our multiple choice quiz is already reflected under the prelim term, and this time we are going to add questions. Again, do not click the pencil icon. This is for editing the title. Instead, click the title of the exam, which is multiple choice. Okay, so how do we enter the questions? Before we go to that part, you click edit quiz. So there is nothing under the screen. Edit quiz, and then on the right side of your screen, you click add. Okay, you have three options. By default, not unless you have questions stored in your folders, we will always use new questions. Now, in this menu, you are going to see the different types of exams that you can create using the LMS. So you have multiple choice, true or false, matching type, and so on and so forth. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to use multiple choice, and then you click add. Okay, so by default, again, this is for the subject's top or special topic. And then the question name is, this is question number 1. So I'll just put the number 1. And then the question that you will be giving for this multiple choice question. So let's get a hypothetical question for communication. The source of information. Let's make this in a question form. Hello. What is the source of information? Okay, so it's a basic question. You have question number 1, default mark. I think this is the number of points that will be given. Feedback is by default. Just leave this by default, including the ID number, and then you start here. So again, there are choices whether the student can only answer once or be allowed to answer multiple times. When you allow the students to answer multiple times, there's a feature in the LMS where it will average the number of points that were gathered from these multiple chances that you've given the student. But for this particular purpose, we are going to use one answer only. And this one refers to the type of choices that they will see. This is either by letters, numbers, Roman numerals, and so on and so forth. So this is by default letters, and this is default by default is no. Okay, we now go to the choices. This is one of the characteristics of the multiple choice. You have to enter the question one by one, including the choices. So again, we are using the word default over and over again. This means the setting that is already presented to you once you open a particular window. Now, by default, the choices given to you by the LMS is 5. Choice 1 to choice 5. Okay, and then it ends there. Not unless you want to add additional choices. In this case, the system will add 3 more choices. So, usually, we give them 5 choices, A to E. Okay, now, for setting up the answers for our question, the source of information, or what is the source of information. So I'll write speaker, which is the correct answer. The grade is 100%. If the student chooses choice 1, which is the correct answer, the grade that will be given will be 100%. And the feedback will be the um, will be the a text that will appear once the student gets the correct answer. Okay, so basically that's it. If this is the correct answer, it's 100%. And the other choices, if these are chosen, then it will get 0%. So example is second option is message, then the grade would be none, right? Because this is not the correct answer. You are not required to write the feedback, because if so, you will have to write feedbacks for the other choices. But if you want, you can feedback using the word sorry, because this is not the correct answer. So again, the same. Um, let's write feedback, and then this one is set by default. Again, no, you don't need to write the feedback. And then another is listener. Okay, then this is, since this is not the correct answer, the grade is none. And then feedback by default, you don't need to write anything. And then the last one can be none of the given. Okay, and then the same, no feedback. Oh, you don't need to add 3 more, not unless you have 8 options in your multiple choice exam. Then that's it. So you are already finished with one question for your multiple choice. So if you click this, you are going to save and then continue editing on the same screen, this one. But if you click save changes, then you will be directed to the screen outside, which shows you that there is already one question. So if you want to add another question, you just click add, and then you go through the same process. So that is how you create your multiple choice exam using the LMS system. So again, I hope you were able to, this was able to guide you and help you in your questions regarding the usage of the learning management system of Arellano University. So again, thank you, stay safe, God bless, and see you on the next video. Bye!